What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the third solo album by American rapper Devin the Dude. Based this product is called To The X-Treme, and it came out in the summer of 2004. So if you're about this product, this follows up Devin the Dude's hit project from 2002, Just Trying to Live, as far as these first album. Now within the pitch, I'm not sure if this particular product had a single pitch just like that, but it is the follow-up as to like the hit type appeal that he had in 2002. Now more or less, Devin the Dude is not typically known for complex singles in the first place pitch like that. He's not really a very common whatsoever kind of mainstream and commercial kind of casual type rapper, radio bound pitch like that, but he is the type of folk that you probably would see in like High Times magazine, some of these more smoke centric type products, pitches like that with hit songs that kind of have word of mouth type appeal, like Doobie Ashtray, some of those type ones. That's a particular hit song off of Devin the Dude's Just Trying to Live from 2002, excellent type appeal. There's some other type ones on there, pitch like that did have like a Dr. Dre beat. It had at least one Dr. Dre beat on that particular album from 2002. It felt like it had more, but it's kind of pitch, at least in some of those type ones. Paying attention to some of the hits off that one. The Dr. Dre beat was It's a Shame, good pitch like that. It's a good type song. Had some other type tunes on there like Lackville 79. That's a pretty good, nice one. Another one that I enjoy pretty well is For Show with the Odd Squad as far as this pitch album. So good type pitches, which I think the Odd Squad became the Coffee Brothers, which they did drop an album with Devin the Dude that I'm going to get to down the road within Sunset Pitch. But it has some good type appeals. That's a pretty good gem. It's been since the summer of 2024 when I reviewed that album, so it's within the pitch for us in the last. That is now I'm going to listen to on a solidly enough basis, but this is kind of pitch, with having, 70, having like approximately 7,500 songs on your MP3 player, pitch like that. But within the pitch for us, and some good type products here, paying attention, is getting towards the aspects. So the appeal behind this product, this has a number of things about within these pitches, but yeah, to say Just Trying to Live, some excellent type of appeals, pitches like that. This one's a good, excellent follow-up. Now, the fair about this product, that's one main thing to know. It does have the smoking song. The album To The X-Treme by Devin the Dude does have the smoking songs on here, but it is to a lesser extent. I'm going to go ahead and say within these pitches, if you're looking for a song kind of like Doobie Ashtray, one of those type ones that this is defining kind of Devin the Dude pitch like that. This is kind of one that kind of has like a swamp type aspect. Devin the Dude kind of has some heartache on here, which is excellent type pitches. It's just a little bit more radio bound despite the fact of not having singles. It's kind of the pitch, a little bit more accustomed to like the particular aspect of more makeshift type fare within the aspect of more homebound kind of residential typeness. So it's just kind of the lounge type noise of after the product of like the day fair's kind of done. It doesn't really have a song like Lackville 79 on here, pitched like that. It missed like the drugstore runs and commerce type runs, bill paying pitch like that, but it's just kind of missed the fray, just like the after effect of leftover type moments, just get this near the house pitch like that. There's probably 5 or 8 minutes left before you get to like the home or spots that you're going to kick it, pitches like that. So type ordeals with like a good assortment of smoke. It has smoke bound type ones, but it's more within the pitch of like diva type fits within the tone of like productive kind of things with preoccupied as far as these first albums. So just a little bit more preoccupied kind of schedule within the pitch behind it. Not quite as much free bass in the aspect of just more lounge type fare. It's just a little bit. The rope up's a little bit stricter off this particular album, and it does have the heartache of like summer type fare. It's a pretty swamp type album within these pitches. Just kind of the tone of just like just dealing with more harsh and kind of biting divas as far as these first gonna have a little bit. Not to say bitchy within the tone, but just kind of pitch it just more, not probably it'd be within the variety of high maintenance, but just kind of aspect of just more of a sting type factor as far as these pitches gonna have. So it's just missed the pitch as far as saying it's the aspect of this tough crowd type appeals, pitches like that as far as those are just gonna have. But it's just the pitch as far as saying the product behind it. As a result, the smoking type product on here is just not as lively within the full bound type pitch. Just kind of pitch as far as saying getting towards like a Doobie Ashtray type one. There are some ones like To The X-Treme and like Don't Go, some of these type ones that have relative type varieties, but for the most part the kind of pitch about it is that the preoccupied kind of about it has more. To virtually even say that a super stoner like Devin the Dude kind of is not quite as full bound in the mood to kind of just puff and puff away within things that pitch within the aspect of just like not having as much gather to do it. So it's within the pitch for us, same with the product. But the fair about it is, within some type aspects, the conduct is good type tones within pitch, but it's just kind of after effect as far as saying you do get like these neighborhood kind of saunterings pitches like that with some of these type ordeals kind of pitch as far as getting towards it. But it is a pretty active album as far as these first albums. So it's just within the pitch as far as saying, but it does it more within the complex of just like the building weavings pitch like that. So it's not as much amidst like makeshift and kind of the fare of just like the traffic of like the commute of the day as much as it is just point A, house B, house D, house H, some of these type first within the pitch as far as saying. But it's just a good product as far as these first can go, just paying attention. And it really does. A particular song that I enjoyed off of Just Trying to Live was For Show, as far as this pitch can happen. There is a hit song that has like a relative kind of dance club type variety. Not as much of like a step out type album either within these pitches. Just not to say within the, I mean, this album's going to get a 10 out of 10. Recommend all 16 songs. There are songs up here, but the pitch, the only real true song has like a degree of Friday type spice pitches like that, at least in terms of like some social kind of step out. Some of those type of feels to be the hit song Parties. That's kind of the pitch. That would have been a good, nice choice for a single pitches like that, but for the most part, you're going to have more kind of neighborhood weaving and saunter. Has some dope aspects to like some neighborhood weaving and saunter as far as these pitch kind of, but excellent type of deals. But keep in mind, when I was saying that this is not a smoke-centric album, it does have the smoking songs on here. There are some ones like Briar Patch, To the Extreme, some of these type ones, like Don't Go, some of these type pitches. There's other type ones, like Go Fight Some Other Crime, some of these type pitches. They are kind of on here within some of these type pitches. It's just the emphasis has been decently, not to say full blown considerably, but solidly enough kind of toned down for like the usual type pitch. It's not as much like, this would be less of a recommendation to like Stoner Fare for Devin the Dude compared to Just Trying to Live and Waiting to Inhale from 2007. So it's just kind of pitch, just some of those type products, but excellent type fare. So considering that there's not a single off this album, considering there's not a single off this album, the two most popular songs off this album according to Spotify, one of which is Anything, which has over 2 million plays. So once again, the fare behind Devin the Dude is he kind of racks up some of these word of mouth type ones, pitches like that. It's just within the complex. It's not going to be radio bound, but excellent type pitch. So I'm going to talk about Anything first, then I'll probably talk about To the Extreme, the title track. These are both some good 1-2 punches. Both these have over 1 million plays on Spotify. It's kind of within the pitch. So yeah, Anything's like a dope, super sleepy and sluggish kind of homebound reprieve to get within these products here. Just microwave kind of some taquitos, pitches like that, some stuff where it deals with it. Just have some zigzags nearby. Good song to croon to for diva fits, as far as these fares going to go. It's just a little bit stung within pitches like that kind of aspect, just like the particular aspect of just getting, this particular one's a little bit stung pitches like that. It's just a missed aspect, getting your tread back as far as these fares go. Just within the fare as far as these pitch kind of go, just missed the aspect, just kind of more lounge type fare. Now within the pitch behind the bruise type fact about this song kind of deals more with the facet of it seemingly not within the pitch of like flame type aspect being around pitch like that, but just kind of ordeal as far as just in the aspect of just having the conduct of it's the aspect of figuring out the mishap that took place and then getting back on track as far as those first albums, just within the pitch as far as it's just the progress as far as like that particular tone. Just good type pitch about it, just being able to say just some good extracurricular kind of rumination type thought within the pitch of just like the after effect of just malaise type factor in a more homebound type sense pitches like that. So it's good product. Just kind of the after effect. There's some songs on here that Devin the Dude kind of does, but then a more kind of residential bound kind of pop centric typeness within the pitches like the fair. Just songs like Doobie Asher. There's a couple ones on here like particular Come On and Come kind of does that. To the Extreme kind of does that. Anything kind of does that. I think there's at least one or so other type ones that have some of those type players. It's kind of pitches as far as saying, but it's just good products about it. Same sort of coffee table type malaise pitches like that. I'd say some of those type ordeals. So another nice one is the title track To the Extreme within these pitches. The second most popular song according to Spotify. This has some solidly enough kind of radio appeal about it. It's like an excellent kind of throwback to 2002 kind of Devin vibes. I'd say here just a slump kind of southern halftime type song pitches like that. Some of the stuff ordeals just kind of have some golden eyes. This one pitched like that. So it's dismissed the ordeal as far as saying to some of those type aspects. Halftime by Knowledge, the song I'm talking about here, pitches like that. So it's just kind of the fair, kind of like a good lounge and just kind of house party type one more within the pitch. It is kind of the factor, just some good dredge and lounging pitches like that within some type aspects, but just kind of the pitch as far as I do like this particular song has like a nice Roger Troutman style kind of auto tuning pitch like that. Some stuff fares within the pitch about it, but just the product as far as saying good kind of wayside kind of buzz type single within pitches like that amidst the fair, just like house party type noise. Some of those type aspects that Devin the Dude's typically known for. So this within the pitch, but yeah, this good southern probably kind of alternative to good southern probably kind of alternative to halftime pitches like that. Just a real drowsy type pop pitch like that, but good excellent fair about it. Some nice ones on here pitches like that. So what is the nice ones like an out? What is the nice one off this album? It's like an out in the Tuesday kind of day sunshine get within these products here. Just random but forward. I'd say within some of these type pitches. This particular one has like a random but forward kind of tangent about it within the. This particular one has like a random but forward kind of tangent about it as far as these pairs can go. Just typical kind of drama pitches like that. Missed the fair. Just like the after effect of just like particular gripe and pitches like that. Just good product about it. Just good Cheez-Its type run sense type pitches. Just like that typical kind of bogusness and BS that just would kind of go along on like a random kind of sunny day pitch like that. Just missed the fair. Just like Diva giving you a hard time. Sunny type pitch with an aspect just like random type fits or like just the sort of fair where you'd be like, it's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day-to-day pitches like that. Why are you bringing this BS over here? Some of these type pitches, just the aspect kind of like the fair, just the particular kind of aspect of day turning into an upside down type fair, just like that. Since that pitch within the product, but just kind of product about it. Good out and arounds, kind of snack runs and the like. Good pitches like that. Missed those fair day afternoon within a pleasant type frolic pitches like that. I'd say go fight some other crime. The hit song "Go Fight Some Other Crime" is nice on here, so it's within the pitch. Now this is a smoke-centric type one, but it's just kind of pitch. Go Fight Some Other Crime is a smoke-centric type one, but it's within the pitch as far as saying it's like a dope vehicle sludge and congregate to get within these products here. Just a hotbox type song with more of like travel in mind. So it's just those pairs, less kind of in one place within the pitch of being able to drive within the legality of a pitch like that, but just kind of ordeal. Just smoke emanates some of these type pairs within it. Just a hell of fun kind of bops. And dismiss the pitch of just like having the legality type factor within the product. Obviously, this saying go fight some other crimes within the pitch as far as saying when you do hotbox in these type pitches, just having to dodge like the aspect of not getting in trouble for it. Pitch like that, it's just kind of the ordeal. It's a fun type song to listen to as long as within the fair, just keeping it within the clean aspect and not getting out of sorts within those pitches as far as the product kind of happens. So just if you do, just making sure to have like that sober driver pitches like that within those ordeals, not swerving some type aspects or getting towards DUI type fair. But this is the pitch as far as saying just paying attention to some of those type. Obviously the conduct of paying attention to some of those type products within the pitch, but the last song you hear out the sound Unity is a nice one with these pitches, like a summerside kind of outback strut along and say here, just barbecue chips, brisket, and ribs, some of these type products within the summer cookout type fair. Good pitches like that. Dismiss the fray. Typical kind of swash, kind of hillside bop along within these aspects. So it's just typical kind of swash, hillside kind of bop along within these aspects. So it's another golden eyes type one. It's kind of the pitch. Now within the fair, the smokage kind of is in your system, but just kind of missed the pitch as far as saying just the product of just kind of appreciating like the scenery pitch like that. It's an interesting type one to get from Devin to do with some of these type fairs that just miss the outback type. It's just kind of the fair as far as saying about the hit song Unity pitches like that within some of these type where it does just the pitch. It's just not the usual type aspect for like a fair, just like a more kind of walk along pitch. It's just not miss like the usual type fair for Devin to do to miss these pitches and more kind of walk along within the outback. This kind of just gaping kind of countryside pitches like that. Some of these type ordeals just appreciating like the outback type product pitches like that. Miss some of these type ordeals. Just bonfire typeness, bonfire typeness, hay bales, some of these pitches within the tone. Just good pitches of just to miss the scenery. Yeah, definitely things hit qualities like barbecue lays, some of these pitches, brisket, some of these first within the pitch. Just good smoke that product to kind of have. It's kind of a down type sense. Some of these type ones kind of aspects as far as saying just from the products, as far as just talking about the fair, it's just kind of after effect of it's good, excellent Bruce type products. It's just the pitch of just figuring out the pitch of just having something in mind for like a diva type fit within the product of just being able to get towards it, just being on a favor run amidst some of these type outback type stress pitches like that. Some stuff where deals good pitches. Now, the song Mother is a nice one within these pitches. It's like a solid but fleeted kind of ganja vibe to get. Just got shit to do. Some stuff fair about it. Just in between kind of burns. Some stuff products. So just kind of the fair, just more quick wrapped kind of smoke type product. Just good song to wrap up some chores and start the day going as far as these pitches can have. So just miss the fair. Getting the smoke type product in here, but it's just kind of aspect. I do feel like there's a good assortment of these songs that do have the smoke type product on here. A good plenty of these at least. It's not to say you're going to be full bound, clean as a whistle, sober pitches like that, but it's just kind of ordeal as far as saying it's the product of getting towards like the after effect of just kind of more within the tone of just more to do than just couch lounge, and it's more to do than just couch lounge and DVD movies and Chips Ahoy cookies. Some of these I pitched from the product as fairs like that within the aspect, but it's just kind of pitched as far as talking. I mean, it's not as if that's foulness within the fact of doing it, but it's kind of having the extracurricular after effect of just the chore wrap up and just the product of just some flame straightening pitches like that. Some stuff where just good within the pitch, but yeah, just start the day with some of these type of products. It's not to say as if this song is at like 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning within those verses. Just the product of just getting along with the day for as far as like the pitch, like time to get to the next move. Some of these type pitches, productive type one. Speaking of songs like that, there is kind of a DJ drama hustle type song on here, which I did appreciate the tone behind. It's Cooter Brown, I'd say, within these. Cooter Brown has some of these type ones with the aspect, good flares about it. It's like a Drury kind of block saunter to get within these aspects. Cooter Brown's like a Drury kind of block saunter to get within these products. Just a sludgy kind of grab Chinese and apricot kind of blunt raps pitches like that. Just some good DJ drama kind of mixtape soul in here. Just to miss the fair of some of these type ones within pitches as far as like the products of it kind of happen. layered type tunes, pitches like that, but just kind of missed the fair disc. It's a good type pitch to get like a DJ drama kind of type tune from Devin to do within these pitches. You wouldn't have expected that relative type flair about it. I'm not sure if he dropped mixtape selling type products, but it's just within the pitch, just that traditional type product that feels like Lil Wayne, T.I., Jeezy selling type folks in the after effect kind of about it. Just kind of a hustle type one to kind of keep that variety kind of about it, just within the aspect of like some stone type senses, pitches like that. Good, definitely a good fare to grab like egg rolls, crab ragu, selling type pitches, and just get some extracurricular kind of exotic kind of blunt wraps like apricot type ones, peach ones, selling type pitches in the product. White grape pitches like that, selling type ordeals, good products about it. Freak is a nice one off this album, good excellent products about this, like a stellar kind of feeling, perky on kind of like a favor run, selling type pitches here. Just Aaron's throwing in, I'd say, on top of that, selling type fares. Aaron's throwing in on top of that some of these type fares. Just kind of a fiery game spit to kind of get within products here. Just really on some lean type shit as far as like the fare. Just kind of some midday prime as far as these pitches kind of goes. So dismiss the aspect alike. Definitely going to pin the tail on the donkey. Some pitches like that. Just really get towards the product. They're finding like some slippery kind of diva, really mauling her as far as this pitch kind of dismiss that aspect. It's just within tones as far as saying just the product of this having some type fare just out in like the day prowling kind of jaunt type fare within the product of it, but just kind of picture just it being like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Some of these midday kind of summer type fares are just the aspect of like the good warm out kind of jaunts within those pitches, just the aspect of this ready for some red cup type fare and pitches like that. I missed the fair kind of about it, but yeah, just good favor type run, diva in mind, some of these type pitches within the aspect of just like extracurricular type stuff of picking up, whether it would be like a phone cord or like some eyeliner pitch like that. Some stuff. There's some good pitches about it. Too Cute's a hit type one off this album as well. It's like a good twinkly kind of sugary brush to get within these products. I missed the fare about it. Just like some neighborhood jaunt type fare, just basic kind of favor and unwind. I'd say within pitches like that. It's kind of what Divas in mind. It's a miss like date act. This is missed like date afternoon activity within the fair, just kind of in a cooler outside type brush pitch like that. Definitely good for parks and walks within these parks. So this one has some good commercial type bite about it within pitches like that. Another thing about this album within these pitches, apart from 8 Ball and the song The Funk, there's not terribly many guests on here within these pitches. Devin the Dude mostly handles this fair, so there's no Exhibit on here, no Dr. Dre, no Odd Squad, some of these type folks, other type folks within pitches like that. Nas is not on here, some of these type folks. But Too Cute is definitely like a pretty nice sugary kind of disc park jaunt pitch like that sense of ordeals. Just go for like a good jolly type want and like a good just in like the product of some satin speak pitches like that within these ordeals for us the products of it kind of happen. Good nice fares about within these pitches. Trying to think of other type ones I haven't talked about in here. Party is a real excellent type one. Now this is one I was talking about within these pitches that kind of has like the most jolt about it within these appeals. Party is like an excellent kind of shock like kind of bounce to get here. Get to getting crunk. I definitely say with some of these type fares. Buy gala drinks and these type products within it. Loosen up. Get some fares going within pitches like that. Just bust move a little bit. Just this song. This is another nice one to have some hella sting about. Pitches like that. I feel like this one, particular songs like Freak and Party, some of these type ones within pitches for saying just the aspect of really having some like piranha type bite within pitch of just really being an ass clown pitch like that. Not so much an ass clown, but just a pitch of just having some fire to spit as far as what's having just being lyrical assassin Lil Wayne type fair pitch like that, just in a more game type spit pitches like that. Miss those fairs, just kind of the barbs going left and right, some of these fairs, some good pitches. Good curriculum about it. The Funk has some hit type appeal as well within pitches like that. It's the Miss Some City and Residential Stress kind of get here. Just holler and swing by type noise pitches like that. So it's more Miss the Fair, just like some show up type noise pitches within the aspect of just like, alright, put down some home type game pitches like that. Miss the Ordeal, just more kind of within the curriculum of this set forth kind of hollow type game, just in the neighborhood type sense pitches like that. Good, nice fair to have like burritos and Hulu go. Good nice fair to have like burritos and Hulu going. Some of the pitches within the conduct about it. Just nowadays within the fashion. Back then probably would have just been obviously just good faceted like good series of DVDs pitches like that. But just the aspect, some streaming aspect, Hulu or one of those type ones, Amazon Prime, Hulu going. Some of those type pitches, Amazon Prime, some of those type products within the pitch. But just the fair about the Funk is just less sluggish. So it's just kind of ordeal as far as saying just more jive type factors. Kind of the opposite. It's more of a boogie type song, more so in the slow jam within these pitches. Good type product to get some of these type ones. Thinking R&B singers could probably have some of these type ones within the aspect, just slide through type music pitches like that within some stuff. Ordeals good, be nice. I want to say T-Pain, Genuine, Trey Songz have done songs within these pitches, full bound, but just the pitch just getting like that neighborhood holla type music pitches like that. This might be a song like Church by T-Pain. It's one of those type ones that he's done, but pitches like that. I'm trying to think of some other type ones off here. Right now, it's another nice one within these aspects. Right now is like a nice outback jaunt to kind of get this. The hit song right now is good off here. It's like a nice outback jaunt along to kind of get within the products. Just a mild stretcher kind of have. Some sun gaze definitely. Smoke a couple, I'd say, to some of these type fares. Just kind of a bruise, kind of lays, runs, and stuff pitches. The lyrics about this song convey that it's kind of more within the lyrics about this song convey that it's not quite as bruised pitched like that, but it just kind of has the aspect, the production type there just feels a lot more just hazed and harrowed with the aspects as far as the tone's going to happen. It's kind of like leftover kind of sun peer and pitch like that, just missed the conduct. It's kind of missed the conduct of just kind of missed the aspect of dredge and relief as far as those first albums. It's just good, nice unwind type one for some of these type pitches to kind of get towards it. Bubba Sparks has made songs like this, some of these type pairs within that particular type tonic, Bubba Sparks and I'm trying to think of other type folks kind of do that particular, but I'd at least say some post-grunge type, some alt-metal kind of post-grunge type aspects, and then folks like Bubba Sparks in a more kind of just 6 o'clock p.m. kind of leftover sun kind of glaredness about a pitch like that. So within those sort of deals, some good pitches. I don't know if I talk about Come On and Come. This is nice on here as well. Come On and Come's like a good vintage kind of residential Devin the Dude. I'd say a pitch is like Come On and Come's like a good vintage kind of residential Devin to kind of get here, just a freaky deaky kind of offshoot of Doobie Astro. I'd say a pitch like that, just a lit type one. So this is some of these type ones, more miss like the house party type fair pitches like that. More miss like the Tibble type noise. This one has a little bit more perk type factor about it within pitches like that. Miss some of these type of ordeals as far as the pitch kind of happens. A song like Come On and Come has a little bit more perk type factor about it within the pitch as far as these fairs going to have along with it. It's kind of the pitch as far as saying, but it's just kind of fair. So there are some pretty excellent hooks on here within some of these type pitches, even if it doesn't reach like the capital type of this banner type grip of like Doobie Astro pitches like that. I do feel like there's some ones like particularly Don't Go has that particular type of appeal, and Party's real excellent. To the X-Treme has some excellent type of appeal. Don't Go has that particular aspect. Too Cute's a pretty good one for that and anything. Some of these type pitches, just within the aspect, was this kind of conduct, this kind of pitch. That the fair about it is a lot of times Devin the Dude's most popular songs kind of have to do with the smoking type products. So within the pitch of that being like getting Devin the Dude kind of hit type appeal type songs that are separate from like the smoking type fair is just a new kind of conduct that kind of goes along with this. So it's this kind of pitch for us saying it's good type fair on here, but this. It's just not in the usual alley that he's kind of within these pitches. I mean, they have the smoke type product on here, but they're not just full bound kind of O's to like ganja flips pitches like that. So it's kind of ordeal, but it's a good, nice one. Residential type noise, freaky deaky, good excellent aspects like that. Trying to think of other songs I haven't talked about on here. I don't think I'll talk about She's Gone. I don't think I'll talk about Briar Patch. I'm going to talk about She's Gone. She's Gone is nice on here. It's like a quality slump, kind of torn up and upside down, I'd say, within some of these type pitches here. Just a negative kind of Dracula type music. Kind of in like a bad saga, good, nice one to talk to. If able within pitch like that. If you have the product of being able to smoke pitch like that, just probably wouldn't help too terribly within pitches, but it might take the edge off within some of those type flares about it. Probably one of the darker songs off this album within pitches like that. There was a hit song. I do listen to this particular song within a good relative type fashion. Is WXYZ off of Just Trying to Live pitch like that. It has a similar product. That one's more of like a haunting type song within pitch of disc. Kind of like, hey, you screwed up, some of those type pitches. But this particular one, She's Gone, is just more the lament of it pitch like that. So it's good to get some of these swamp type ones in the product. Now, obviously, within fair, listening to this song, if you're actually in one of these type moods, not as good of an aspect, but it's just kind of pitch of just having some of those type ones for like day of just feeling like flipping birds. Some of those type products that just kind of say screw it, some of those type pitches, the aspect. But yeah, just get some smokes in your system, hit up Krispy Kreme, some of those type pairs in the product, just keeping the mood fresh in pitches like that. Go on like a favor run for a diva, get straight, and as far as those pitches I have within those products, just the excellent type fair. I think the last one I haven't talked about on here is Briar Patch. This is a smoking type one within these products, just kind of in a differential type sense. It's kind of within the relative type variety, but just not as full bound. It's like a sleepy and extra thought kind of thumbing through the day pitches like that. Just kind of some time waste kind of get here within these pitches. This one's just kind of, not to say it's full bound awkward, but it's just kind of pitch. It just kind of feels like a dick around type song within the pitch. It just not really here or there within these pitches. It's kind of extracurricular type fair, just like yeah, just to say thumbing along, just not much within the product of it, just kind of straighten with the flame as far as these pitches kind of go. It's kind of the aspect of like some straightening by diva, like a good coat or something like that within some type products within the aspect, just extracurricular type product, kind of get back on track, some stuff fairs, but just the pitch as far as saying within the aspect about it, kind of fair as far as saying. So that's the product about the sound within these fairs, just trying to pay attention of whether or not there's anything else I haven't talked about on here. I may not have talked about Don't Go either. Don't Go is nice. Don't Go is like a vintage kind of Tibble Devin, I'd say here, just Don't Go is like a vintage kind of Tibble Devin malaise to get within these products here. Just Golden Eyes, I definitely say couch bound, kind of lounge and coffee table type noise pitch like that. Just a standard one for some gabs. This particular one, kind of within the same aspect as Come On and Come, some of these type pitches, To the Extreme, Anything, some of these type pitches. Some of those type ones are just the smoke type fair, just the aspect breaking up ganja on the table, some of these type pitches. Just more with like just a more hit appeal kind of syrupy type one pitch like this. So just missed the ordeal, just like it's kind of missed the aspect of more sweet nothings, kind of slow groove and mingle as far as these first go. So excellent within pitch as far as these first can go. So looking after it, I think that more or less takes care of it within these pitches. So 10 out of 10 album within these pitches. Social score I'm going to go ahead and give. Now within the pitch behind it, because it didn't have a single, it might get like a 9.75 within these pitches. The fair as far as saying it's the product, definitely the aspect is kind of on here, but in terms of like the pitch, probably the most prolific type song in terms of like a sparky kind of send off type one. There are some moments for like the homebound lounge type noise, but the effectualness about this album is just more within the pitch as far as saying it's just less about the aspect of the music and more about like the feeling and the vibe that's kind of going along with it. Just the fair, the moat. This has some tone set type songs in the pitch and keeping like the aspect of like the tone, like the flow of things going, but it's kind of the pitch as far as saying it's just the signal. It just doesn't have as large or like signaled. It's not as much like a sparky type album within a pitch where it's gonna have the attention. A lot of this is just not going to really grab the attention within like the appeals as far as just like the dynamo that kind of goes along with this. This is a pitch. Not to say it's not a good type album. It's just a pitch. Apart from the song Party, apart from like maybe the occasional type one in here, like to certain extents, kind of like songs like Come On and Come, Anything. Some of these type ones pitches like that was kind of the ordeal as far as saying it's just good ambient kind of vibes within pitches like that. Dismiss like neighborhood type noise. This is the pitch as far as saying Friday factor is not really on here. It's largely within pitch like that. It's just kind of ordeal as far as saying, but it's 9.75 stars. The pitch of it's very good within these qualities. Just the after effect of good weavings, kind of within house A, house B. Some of these ones like I was saying within pitch as far as paying attention. Just the aspects. Some of these type fare is good. Food type product within these pitches. Some smoke type fare is on here and it is present, but just less important this time. So this kind of pitch for us, and it's just less important. Kind of the fray of this. Good product about making sure that flame is right. Some of these type fair is just the aspect of just not acting too much of an ass pitch like that. It's kind of the fair, just like don't be a douchebag and don't be a douchebag, don't be a flake, don't be a punk. Some of these type fairs from the pitch. So it's just as far as saying, but just within aspects as far as getting towards it, just paying attention to the products. So it's good type fairs about some of these. Like I was saying, upside down type album, but it is pretty active and it has a good assortment of like standard kind of activity pitch like that. So within the ordeal, it is a social type album. It's not as much full bound focus on the makeshift, but it does have a little bit in there of that in there within pitches. But just the aspect of air and running, some of the stuff, and just the product of picking up like the fake going on like the cater and favor type run. Some of these type aspects within the tone, just keeping things contented within those pitches as far as the fair's kind of excellent type pitch within aspects of paying attention. In terms of the future, like Devin the Dude has dropped some recent type albums in at least the 2020s. There's plenty of these to get to within the 2010s pitches like that. Like I said, I want to get to the Coffee Brothers albums. There's at least two of those, one in 2007, one in 2011, some pitches like that. Some excellent type ordeals, some of these type phrases. A blistering type albums kind of within pitch. Just an interesting type angle for Devin the Dude concerning the fact that him kind of breaking away from ganja type odes pitches like that. It's just kind of more of Mr. Fair, just kind of being a more straightforward and kind of actually more punctual Devin the Dude. So this is kind of the pitch for saying it's not as full bound radio bound pitches like that, but it is kind of more with an aspect of this kind of more. This is an actual more presentable kind of Devin the Dude with the pitch of this, not so much within the whipping full bound type aspect, but just kind of within the tone of this kind of being more within the commonplace for merrymaking pitches like that. So this Mr. Ordeal, just kind of more better public relations factor pitches like that in terms of flame fits and some of those stuff. For excellent type pitch, paying attention, good type freight, classic album.